guys, what's up? Welcome to our next episode here. Sorry I'm a tad bit purple. I wanted to do my light effects. Tips on content advertisement is the video for this time around. So, my tips on just content advertising, period, would be definitely starting with scheduling ahead. Schedule 3-4 days ahead. It gives you free time to do other content, but also go and do stuff you want to do, stuff that you normally wouldn't get to go and do, that you just actually have the free time to go now, or go and just do something fun with friends. I don't know. Along with scheduling ahead, whenever you make content, if you're going to be using content on any site, always make sure to watermark all of your stuff with a specific your username that you use for all of your, sites, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, or just a logo that you make. You want a watermark, that way there's not people that are going to be catfishing your stuff, taking your pictures, your videos, using it as their own to sell, etc., or, harass you essentially. So, always make sure you watermark your stuff. It took me a little while to get into the habit of watermarking, but after I got into the habit of it, it was a lot easier because then you can go back if you need to. If it's not something like Instagram, if it's something like Twitter, you can go back and use the same watermarked photo or video multiple times to help with advertisement as well. Links. My trick to all of my links, because I have a list of links that I use, is I always bookmark it in my clipboard on my phone or on my laptop. I have just a one document I made of all my links and referral codes and everything like that. That way when you're going in to do content, you don't have to worry about typing up by hand all these links, or you forgot one and you have to go find the link for each one of your platforms that you're on and then come back and put it all up. That is a pain and a time waster. So if you bookmark and clipboard, even if it's one bulk thing with all your links, or you have certain links for gaming or certain links for your modeling or your referral codes, keep different bookmarks. The way it's easy, just click on it and it's there, and then you can decorate it with emojis to make it stand out more, along with your watermarked photo. Always make sure whatever content you're doing is eye-catching. So if you're going to make thumbnails and they're on new videos, make sure that it's an eye-catching, something with either bright colors, typically if you have your face in it, or something that's definitely somebody doesn't see a lot of it, or if they specifically look for you, use you in those in your thumbnails, and then do the title. I'll be doing a video on thumbnails, how I make my thumbnails specifically, so I will make sure to link that as soon as I get the video up in the bottom down here. But when you're doing the eye-catching content, you're going to have to make sure your title is good. Every time I use Twitter or something that's professional, I capitalize to make it look more emphasized as a professional tweet, or just the context that you're using. It draws a little bit more attention. Emojis are the same way, or using fancy bulleted lines. There's now apps you can download that have different emojis and characters, or you can even do Instagram fonts, copy and paste them to different platforms to have that font on there to make your tweets, posts, everything else look a lot more professional or your eye-catching, and it's gonna draw more attention that way. And make sure when you do all of your content, the one thing I have learned and seen fail for people over and over is copying other people's content, other people's styles, other people's, because somebody else did this, I should do this. You need to make sure you have your own style, your own niche you can fit into, because you yourself are totally different than anybody else. You're not going to have the same audience as somebody else. You're not going to have the same content, what you want to do, the time you have to do it. You don't have the same skills in certain subjects as other people. You're going to have your own little thing that you're going to find, and you're going to find customers, viewers, subscribers, followers, a dedicated fan base. Once you get into your own niche and do what you want to do and start doing your own style of things. Because if you go and copy somebody, somebody will call you out and say, hey, you copied me. I'm not okay with this. You didn't ask, blah, 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 so on and so forth, and all that crap and the drama. So it's hard to come up with your own style and figure out what you want to do because there's so many other people trying to do the same thing or trying to do something similar. And it can be like super overwhelming and frustrating, but you still got to keep trying and just do it in your own style. Don't determine like what you're going to do based off what somebody else is going to do. Come up with your own ideas. And if you see something that somebody else has done that you're like, that's a good idea, I would really enjoy doing that. I would definitely say you could do the idea, write it down, save it for some time so you're not doing it like exactly at the same time as the other person. But you need to put your own style on it, your own twist to make it yours. That way you don't have to worry about somebody else coming back and saying, hey, you copied me. It's you kind of used that idea, but you kind of twisted it to make it more for you and your users and your content instead. And then the other big thing is research. Because you're going to find that on every platform, there is a different way to get people to engage with whatever you just did. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and then the adult ones would be ManyVids, OnlyFans, AVN, Reddit. No matter what platform you use, there's gonna be a way to get it done the best. A way to get your fans to subscribe by letting them know, maybe you're gonna have a schedule and this is the time I post. Make sure you come in and check in on those days at this time. That way, you can come see me. And that's a big way to let your fans know that, hey, I'm gonna be on at this time, so they're gonna be more active around that time. Setting a schedule and letting them know and being really consistent is another way, is because people want to see new stuff. People always want to see new stuff. They want to see what's new. What are you doing that's new? What are your plans coming up, your projects? Keep your fans updated on what's coming up. Keep them excited, keep them interested, keep them engaged. And when you're doing the research, look online, because I found a couple different sites that'll tell you like good times to post on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, and then a lot of them even going into detail as to like what people are looking for at specific times during the day if you post or stuff like that. You always want to do your research, and there's always apps that help and everything else. You always want to look into more, always want to research more on the platforms you're using or the things that you're going to be doing. Like, where are they more popular than other things? What's going to be an easier way to go about advertising this, or can I do a sale or a special or a boost and a hype, or can I work with somebody else on this project so we can have, you think about things and make plans ahead of time. That way when you're going and doing your research, you know ahead of time instead of last minute and going, oh no, I have no idea what I'm doing, and you panic. So those are some of my tips for content advertising. So for the gist of it, always make sure to schedule ahead to give yourself time to not panic, and then you already know like how you have everything set up, how you have like certain specials, or you're having like a sale going on, or something you're gonna try to trend. You gotta know when to post these, the best time to post them. So go ahead, research beforehand, schedule them out, and be done with that amount of content. Being able to, now you have this many days that you just did to continue to do new content, or schedule something, plan something, come up with an event, something you want to do to draw more attention to yourself. It's a time saver when you're doing content advertising to do this. And I will be doing, on the platforms that I use, I will be doing specific videos on ways that I found it to be the most helpful on each of the platforms that I use to help with content advertising and kind of get engagement more involved. So I will also link that video underneath as soon as I get some of them out and produced. If anything, I'll make a playlist for it so everybody can know, go there and be like, hey, this is what's going on. So thank you for all watching through, because I know this was a long video of me talking about thank you. Please subscribe, hit the like button. And now I have my gaming channel, which will be separate from this channel, which is Savage Siren, the life of a model, which will be the tips, the hints, all that fun stuff. And then Savage Siren Gaming, if I don't decide to change the name here or there, I will have a link in the video or in the description below, so you can go and like that or subscribe and like there as well. I appreciate it. Thank you guys.